to achieve business success. Today, I want to talk to you about the longevity of your business should something seriously unexpected happen to you or one of your key team members that has key person risk around them. So, a lot of what we do here at the Workshop Whisperer when we're helping our clients future-proof their businesses is actually to get out of their heads, perhaps for the first time ever, those things that are vital tasks for the business that the owner or owners have been doing for the business always, and no one else on the team has ever been tasked with doing it, so therefore nobody else knows how to do it, or at least the process that should be performed so it can be done at relatively the same level. So that's what we're going to have a chat about today. Hello to those of you that are on with me live. Say hi now in the comments so that I can see who you are. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure you let me know that in the comments as well. Now, to start off this conversation, it's often one that's kind of pushed to the side because you're really busy and you also have this kind of underlying belief that, you know, the bad stuff won't happen to you. But I've seen enough advertisements in the classifieds to see that, you know, bad stuff does happen unexpectedly. And you can often tell that something, you know, catastrophic has happened because of the price that the business is listed at. So, you know, something might start off at a reasonably healthy price in looking for a business sale, but they end up saying, you know, that they're trying to sell their equipment for $25,000 or $50,000, must sell, owner ill, or, you know, must sell, closing down, whatever. And when you're closing down a business as opposed to selling it as a going concern, that's often an indication that there wasn't a plan in place, a succession plan, an exit plan for the owner that would see them walk away with some dollars for all of the years and experience that they'd invested into the place. So where are you at in your business owner journey? Are you in those first few startup years? Are you beyond that? Have you been there for many, many years and you're actually thinking about an exit? Let me know that in the chat, in the comments as well. Because it really does make a difference to the amount of time that you have to put some plans in place so that you feel secure that if something horrific were to happen, like in the title, you were hit by a truck tomorrow, which is obviously, you know, there's a very outside chance of that happening. However, these are the circumstances that we need to prepare for. So if you're a solo operator and something happened to you that meant that you were completely taken out of action, obviously your business is going to stop trading. So what plans do you need to put in place to ensure that your family can still be provided for? So this is a good conversation to be having with your financial planner around what insurances you might be lacking that would help continue to provide an income for your family should you not be able to work, should you fall ill. Maybe it's one of your joints wears out and you need time off to have that joint replacement. You know, maybe it's knees, hip, maybe your back gives out before you ever expected that it would. You need time off to have that operation and time to heal. So what's your plan there? We need to be talking through these scenarios with one of the members of your success team, which in this case would be your financial planner. Now, if you've got a small team, then the sooner you start emptying your head of all of those processes and tasks that only you do for the business and document them, the sooner you'll be able to grow your team into, being able to do a variety of tasks for the business and they don't just fall in your lap. So this is where we start systemizing, and it's where, you know, the business really starts to scale, excuse me, for the first time. So the sooner we can start that, the better. It's not something you should start doing or put off to start doing until you've got X amount of team members. As soon as you can get in a space where you can start documenting just one thing a week, and where you're the owner particularly, so this is whether you're the technician owner or the partner, the wife, girlfriend who's doing all of the administrative things. Think about the tasks that you perform for the business in a week that no one sees you do or no one else knows how to do. So, how is payroll run? Who does the bank transfers? Where are the passwords stored? Now, obviously, you don't want to store your banking passwords in your policies and procedures handbook for the business itself. But somebody else besides you needs to know where those passwords are, so that in the event of something unfortunate happening, the team can still continue to be paid. Suppliers can continue to be paid because you've recorded the process of how somewhere. If you're the one that does, the brainstorming for the business, and you've got certain contacts with some of the suppliers you do advertising with, who are those people and what is it they do for you? If you are the one that comes up with the vision, and as the owner, I would hope that you are, then you also need to make sure your team fully understands where you want the business to go. Because if you're taken out of action, you want the team to still continue to walk down that path when somebody else, steps into your shoes. Now, if you're towards the later years of your time as an auto repair shop owner, then it's more important than ever that you're focused on an exit plan itself, not just an emergency plan. So we all assume that when we buy our auto repair shops or we set them up, that, this is going to be us for most of our working life. And many of our engine room clients discover that once we help them win some freedom back in their lifestyle, that they don't actually want to be there forever. So we start to help them put an exit plan in place. And of course, again, you bring in your other success team members with this, your accountant, your financial planner, and you start to put a plan together for how you would like things to look. In how many years' time would you like to have the choice of fully not having to go to work if you didn't want to? And you then reverse engineer from there what needs to happen in order for you to be able to do that, for you to be able to choose if you were going to sell, if you were going to keep owning it, putting it under management, or whether you partially retain the management because you feel like going in, 1 or 2 days a week. So these are the really important things that we need to be thinking about in terms of ensuring that your business legacy survives beyond you should something unforeseen happen that takes you out of the picture. So if you haven't started down this path, then I want you to really think about what I've been talking about over the next 48 hours or so. Reach out to your financial planner to make sure you're adequately insured so that your family can continue with an income if you're taken out, and start to document, if you haven't already started the process, those things that you do that are vital for the business that nobody else sees you do. I hope that has been helpful. I trust it is, and I will catch you guys for another live tomorrow.